Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here representing Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed or following, please do so and drop me a comment down below. I'd appreciate it. All right, let's get over to the training. Full body workout, of course. I'm doing the beltless squats, and yes, I know with this lighting, man, the loose skin really shows, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep doing it beltless on camera. Just going to let it happen. What's interesting though, once the lighting and the sun comes up, it like shrinks. It's just hilarious. But again, as I continue to get leaner, it will tighten up. I did notice it has started to kind of hold a little more water in there with all the running I'm doing. And I had someone already say, oh, that doesn't make any sense. Well, no, it's cortisol, dude. I've been adding lots of running. But again, I feel like I'm losing body fat, because it's getting squishier and softer, all of it. But over to the squats. The beltless squats, these have been tough. In the first set or two, I feel nothing but back, right? So I'm taking a stance so that de-emphasizes the back a little bit. But once I got into it, it became less fatigue. Like the 365, the 315, all of that, it felt like nothing but low back. But then as we got to 385, 405, I could tell I was engaging my core better. But I am going to live on ab work. So I think something I definitely am doing. I did several sets of hanging leg raises yesterday. I did a set on camera today. My off days, I'm going to just go really hard on the hanging leg raises. And I'm not going to do any other lifting outside of that. So I even included some band press downs in here at the end, because I want to do no lifting on my running days. I want it to be all cardio. I want to get all the real lifting in on these 3 days. We can go hard. We're just going to push the squat, bench, deadlift, and then my accessory work, which is mainly going to be, pull-ups and overhead work, and then abs. But we're going to do jumping. So the 405 felt decent. I didn't want to go heavier, but I am going to keep working that. And I feel like for me, I've built up to like a 500 squat beltless before just doing singles. So again, I think I can get away with that with this on the full body. I'm going to have to do a fair number of them. And I may do some pause squats and stuff. But we're going to push, benching and overhead. So I think the thing is just specificity of training. While I continue to get leaner, go to lighter body weights, I really want my big three to be big. But I do feel like, again, aesthetically, stomach vacuums, obviously getting leaner and leaner and leaner. I feel like the pull-ups, the overhead work, all that are what I'm going to really need to focus on. And again, the other thing I'm reminding people, so that I can get the overhead back in, I've removed all supine grip stuff. We're going to just chill with all curls. I'm going to let just pull-ups build the biceps, because again, we had old footage, old training footage, old stuff to where my arms were actually pretty proportionate, and I wasn't doing any real arm work. Nothing supine grip. The only arm was a little bit of hammer curls. It was just pressing dips. So I feel like at this point, I can get back to even that arm size lighter, right? Just doing the same sort of stuff. But for the benching, we did a good solid pause triple at 315. Then I did 2 sets of 5 at 275. So the main thing here is the pausing. Also, I'm going to continue to do these poses so we can see where I'm at, to hit the vacuums and then do that. So as you guys can tell, once the waistline tightens up and we get leaner and leaner, I think everything's going to be in a pretty good place. So I'll end up looking obviously a lot better. But at this point, it really is just going to be about athletic type aesthetics. So I have to obviously get leaner. We have to keep getting way down under 200 pounds. And I don't think I'm ever going to stop working on just chiseling away at body fat. At this point, it needs to just be an indefinite thing. I can probably get leaner every month for the next 2 or 3 years. Focus on just lean gains, recomposition. I'm probably never going to try to gain weight again at any point. I'm not going to do even a lean bulk. Probably not necessary. But I am going to push my big three against specificity of training, and then do the other stuff that we need to do. But the benching felt really good. Deadlift, again, I know it's only triples with 500. These are hard. But keep in mind, number one, it's beltless. Number two, we're using a stiff bar. So it is a different beast, because people are like, man, I remember you doing triples with, 545, 550 earlier in the year. Well, true, it was before cutting down to a lower body weight. And it was with a deadlift bar, and it was with a belt. So throw on a belt and a deadlift bar, it's some pretty good numbers. But I competed, people need to remember, I've pulled like 570 in comp without a belt before, previously. I've squatted 486, I believe it was, without a belt before. Jump work, though, this is going to be the other key with the squat. People will say, well, is the singles going to be enough? Well, no, we do this, and I'll work some sleds back in eventually. I want to keep the running on point. And again, I feel like based on old muscle memory, I've built up to like 500 off of singles before. So I feel like muscle memory will still be on my side, but I feel like I do need the box work along with the heavy singles, the jumping, because it does carry over to my squats for me a lot. So I upped the volume on this. I've just been doing 3 sets. I did 6 today. So we just did 6 triples. Again, super short breaks. These are like 20 seconds apart maybe. Just turn the camera off for 10 seconds, come back, turn it back on, go repeat the rounds. So again, 6 triples. They all felt good. Obviously, I'm getting proficient at doing these again. And I feel for me they carry over to the squats. But at this point, really the squats, it's going to be limited by my ability to brace right now. Again, doing the beltless stuff, but I feel like I need to do the beltless. And you know what? Doing all of it beltless will motivate me, since it's on camera. Everyone's looking at the loose skin, the waistline. It's going to motivate me to keep working on getting leaner, right? I've got some extra incentive because haters are going to hate, and my God, do they hate. So the box jumps, and then as far as the pull-ups go, I really have thought about it as far as, do I want to do the neutral or do I want to do the overhand? And I just feel like it's not going to tax my biceps to do the neutral. In fact, I was doing lots of neutral grip pull-ups and stuff when I used to do when I was really strong at all the overhead pressing, right? Way back in the day when I used to do tons of it. I did lots of neutral grip pull-ups, no problems. I just wasn't curling. I wasn't doing really chins, and I wasn't doing supine grip curls. And remember, the overuse that I had came from doing chin-ups. So I'm like, I think I can do neutral grip. But here's the other thing. Look at the lockout. Those are hanging reps. Okay? This tells us a lot about what's going on with the biceps still. These are hanging, guys. That's my full range of motion. So this is also what we're dealing with in terms of the mobility. It's elbow and shoulder, and it's all bicep overuse. So I've got to just completely remove supine stuff, and I think I can get away with neutral grip. Neutral grip is easiest on the shoulders too. So another reason I'm going to use dumbbells for the overhead pressing for now. Let's just let all of that area completely heal and get the inflammation down. So we're going to avoid chins, we're going to avoid curls. This should be enough for my biceps for now. As long as I keep focusing triceps, though, I think we'll be good. All the pressing, then we'll do some band work. And people will probably ask why the band work. I'll get to that in a minute. I feel like I can get away with it. And it helps me get a 365 close grip bench before. Okay? So it made my triceps really strong before, and it's good for the tendons. And I'm hoping it'll help with the inflammation. Like, I'm hoping it'll help me to lock out better. So the same thing, I can't really lock even the dumbbells here. But I'm like, let's try them one arm. Like, let's just get a heavier dumbbell. Let's clean it up and see if we can just do some one arm ones today. All right? Just clean it up and work on the one arm ones and do what I can. But I feel like doing them one arm at a time will let me rotate into whatever angles will let me get the closest to a lockout. And it's going to be the most shoulder joint friendly because I need the overhead work. And even if I can't do a barbell yet, I can do these with a dumbbell. Okay, at least I can do something. And then we're still getting the upper chest, we're getting the whole shoulder girdle, more tricep work, and we're working on that overhead position. Even if I can't get in with a barbell and do a tree one yet, eventually we will. I'm going to keep working it. I feel like even the hanging leg raises on the off days will help put more stretch there, and I'm just going to leave the biceps alone. I feel like even for me, just the pull-ups 3 times a week and make sure my biceps do nothing else. I don't even do pull-ups on the off days. I'll leave them alone. Only do stuff that maybe stretches it. Because it is tightness. Like, I can tell even at the tendon insertion at the elbow, there's still tightness there. All right, hanging leg raises. These are getting stronger. Probably one reason that beltless squatting felt a little better today. Did a couple sets of these yesterday. I was able to get 10 today with the total bars. So as I continue to hammer these, and I used to do tons of these, I am going to keep doing these every day. Let's train abs every day. Plus, think about what's happening there with the shoulders, right? We're rotating that shoulder into that position trying to train that lockout. So that's going to help all the way around. It'll help with all my weak links. And then I just burned out 3 sets to failure of band press downs. Obviously, I lost reps every set because these were short breaks. But the other thing here, since I'm doing no real tricep work other than the pressing, which should be enough in theory at this point, I do want to just come in and make sure my triceps are getting something. Even this is just blood flow, even recovery, tendons. But the other thing, I'm training that lockout with the elbow. I'm forcing the triceps to get strong to lock into that because I'm going to have to get through that point. And at this angle, I feel like I can almost lock it down here compared to overhead. It's still not 100%, but any position we can train those elbows to lock and get stronger at doing it, it's going to help me. I want to do everything to restore that overhead because I feel like that's going to take me back up. When I can start overhead pressing 225 again, to go with all this other athletic stuff we're doing and get leaner, that's going to really put me where I want to be. So it has to be a priority also. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.